Hooked only took one time. Climb on my top of mine. Pull on my strings like kite. I don't know my left from right. More than a fling on a weekend. More than a slide in a DM. You got me on the whole. Oh, another level. Mama said I should be careful.
So cheers again.
Cheers again. We have moved on.
That's nice. So while it is nice, isn't it? Yes. So while the cake is baking, we thought we would come outside and have a little chit chat about life, talk about things, quarantine, volleyball, anything that comes to mind, but mainly how we're feeling about the season ending without a resolution.
Yeah. So first of all, we just found out that our season was finally canceled about a week and a half ago.
Meanwhile, we've been in quarantine for about a month.
Yeah.
But officially the LNB said,
ciao.
Nope, it's over.
Yeah.
About a week ago.
Which we all were kind of expecting, especially with all the other leagues canceling it without an, as you said, resolution. But I don't know why our league took so long. Then the time started to drag out for us because we were like, okay, we think it's going to cancel. It's probably going to cancel, but it hasn't been canceled yet. So what does that mean? So I feel that it was a bit difficult for all of us. Okay. Cool.
Oh,
cool.
crap. Oh, crap.
Cool.
Cool.
My heart goes out to all of the players because there was no final to our story. There was no end. You know, I mean, there's teams that have been at the top of the league the entire time. It's a long season, and I was really excited to see what we were going to do at the end of the season, and to know that there was no finale to that. That's hard for me. I think that was the most difficult thing for me to kind of resonate with.
And also the fact that we, against all odds, had qualified for the Coupe de France. So we were in the final four of the Coupe de France. It was going to be a big event for our team. We were up there with the best teams, and who knows what happens when you have a tournament like that that's just 2 days, anything can happen, and we kind of felt like it was our moment to do something.
I felt different about us. I felt that we were really, there was something that was great that was about to come out of us for that tournament. Because yes, it's a long season for everybody. It's 9 months nonstop. But I don't know, there's times where teams peak and times where they maintain, and I felt that we were kind of on a climb. There had been a lot of changes happening throughout the season, but I felt that we really had our groove. And we had just played Malouse, I think 2 weeks before that, and we lost in 4, but it was a good fight. We all felt, kind of ready to battle. And it's exciting when you're playing the top team in the league, especially for a weekend like Coupe de France. And I think for me that was the hardest thing, is to know we're not going to play that this year. It's not going to happen. It's not suspended. It's not prolonged. It's just not going to happen. And so that was like the most exciting times, just absolutely cut off at the feet to like, okay, not gonna happen.
And it's interesting to think, I mean, I feel like in this quarantine, and I don't know if everyone kind of feels, this is happening to me, I'm dealing with this. And it's so strange to think, okay, we're athletes in one team, in one country, in one league, but this is happening to the entire world. And that's what's crazy to think about. I mean, I was listening to a podcast with a guy who's a beach player, and he literally, they train all winter long for a summer season, and that summer season just never came.
So what is he doing now?
Same thing as us.
Just waiting. Cheers.
Drinking wine.
Oh man, that's such a bummer. And that's the tricky part, because for us, we have this timeline. We know when is off season, we know when is preseason, we know the highs and the lows of the entire season. Like, it's just kind of given. And now us, along with the entire world, I don't want to have a lack of empathy for that, but it's so different because we have no idea what we're working towards. A lot of people were first talking about, are there going to be seasons next year? Because it's affecting leagues, sponsors, their own companies all around. And so I think the market for sure is different, but just we're walking into a world of unknown, coming out of a world that we know every single second that's going to come to us. And I feel that there's a bit of there's some anxiety that comes with that. because you don't quite know how to handle
The unknown.
Yeah. For everybody on both sides, the playing side and the business side. You know, the clubs also don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. It's unprecedented times we're living in.
But I will say this. I feel that we're doing a good job at it.
We are doing a good job.
Yes!
We're winning at quarantine.
We are totally winning at quarantine.
We're winning at quarantine.
We have a beautiful cake in the oven. We're sitting on a balcony in the south of France. We have a big backyard. So we've been working out in the beginning every single day. And I'm just going to keep it at that. We still work out.
A little bit less now.
A little bit less. But, you know, we go on runs and we're finding our own time. And I think that's, if there's a takeaway that you can personally kind of take away from all of this, it's to find your own passion, to find what makes you happy, and to find what makes you a better person throughout this time.
We talk about this a lot, is that this is kind of a gift that we've been given. It's, you can be selfish in this time and say, I'm going to work on things that I want to work on, that I've been putting on my to-do list, that I've been falling behind on, but now I actually have the time to focus on those things. So
Yeah.
I've seen it as
An opportunity.
an opportunity.
Yeah.
We are cognizant that a lot of people are going through a difficult time, but
Yeah.
if you can see the silver lining in anything, you're doing
You're doing good
right.
things. You are doing good things. As we are, trying our best. I will say, I am trying to actively sit outside and just take in the view. And when I go on walks, I'm trying to actively observe what's around me, because knowing that there's a lot of things that has happened in 2020 that show us how human we are, and everything can be stopped and can be gone in an instant. And so those are moments that we have to be like, okay, that could be me. That could be someone that we know. You know? And so trying to find a way to really live in the moment and appreciate everything that's around us, which is why we're sitting outside.
Yeah. The fragility of everything
Yeah, it's
can be taken away in any moment. So you gotta enjoy it.
As we do. As we take another sip of wine. I will use this time because I wasn't able to do it. I didn't have that time with the girls. I didn't have that time with the club to say thank you to everybody that supported me, especially in this club here in the south of France, to you,
You're welcome.
to my teammates. I'm so sad. It's fine.
And that's why it's really cool that your friend reached out, that they're doing the Match Point COVID, because it was a
Yes.
chance to say, dear volleyball, dear people in my life that are surrounded and part of my volleyball life, thank you. And here's how I'm feeling.
Absolutely, because none of us had to do that. So just to explain it, my friend Taylor Melton and a friend, they are starting this platform with hashtag MatchPointCovid, and it's essentially a love letter, a thank you letter to the sport of volleyball, to get closure for us athletes whose seasons were just, you know, kind of stopped and taken away from us, a chance to express what we've felt, what we've been given during this time, and to also spread a hug and spread support to each other, because we're all going through it. It's a tough time, and for some of our careers, it can affect it one way or another, but just to know that we're all here for each other, and I think it's such a wonderful platform to start, and a time for us to say, hey, thank you. I really do appreciate that. Mine was super dramatic, but that's how it goes. But it was nice. It was really nice to kind of get it out there.
I felt like as soon as I started writing, all of these thoughts and feelings just came out that I wasn't expecting. And you and I talk a lot about, you know, I'm thinking about retirement and is it the right time? And all of these thoughts about my whole career came flooding out. And it was really nice. It really felt kind of cathartic.
Yeah, nostalgia. Back when I was dangly playing volleyball.
Gangly.
Gangly?
Dangly.
Is that not the word? Is it not? Isn't it dangly? Like dangles.
No, like gangly. Gangly, like,
What is gangly?
it just means like, it means exactly that. Like long and awkward.
Not dangly. But it makes sense to dangle something. Not to gangle. What is the act of gangling?
I'll have to Google it.
Oh my god.
Google gangling. Hashtag
Hey
Google
Siri.
Google
I
gangling.
had no idea. Oh man, I remember my first time serving the ball over the net. I was 13 years old and I had no muscle at all. And I was giving everything I could to serve the ball just over the net because my sister was at practice and I would get frustrated. I was like, just like shouting. And I think I served like 300 balls until I finally got over the net. And I was like, I'm the best player in the world.
Rah, hear me wrong.
Yeah, 13 years old.
I was opposite. I had like a noodle arm. I still have a noodle arm, but I had so much trouble getting the ball over. I just think I didn't have the shoulder strength.
Yeah. Volleyball's different. It's not something where you can just, you like to run and jump and high and all those things. Like, you have to find the coordination and the small muscles. Small muscles, mini muscles.
Small muscles.
I would just walk down memory road.
Memory.
Tell stories. I like stories.
Memory.
Oh, all alone in the moon. This is perfect for the one. Not a sound of it.
I don't know the actual words.
I was beautiful then.
Oh,
If you
chills.
find out the meaning of what happiness is. Yes. And the memories will live. I go low, you go high. Again. Yeah!
Cats was my favorite musical growing
Me
up.
too. We had it on
That's why I'm obsessed with
VHS.
them.
You do love cats. Yeah, and cats
Actual
love
cats.
you.
Not the movie Cats, which apparently was a flop.
Never seen it. We'll never see it because if you're going to see Cats, there's one movie you will see. The Broadway
Yeah, the actual
taping.
Broadway.
Broadway
But you
taping.
like Taylor Swift.
I do like Taylor Swift. Not in Cats.
No.
It's like you can't. It's the thing that you can't remake it. It's not gonna do it justice. Keep it where it's supposed to be. Just I don't understand why they don't just take out the original and put it in the movie theaters again.
Yeah, true. I would go watch the Broadway show on TV.
Yeah, I would. I don't do Netflix, but I would do that.
Again.
I could sing every single song on the soundtrack. McCavity. There's no one like McCavity. You see him and there's something in a spell. If you know him, there's something. 'Cause when you're wide awake, McCavity's not there. That's right. Oh gosh. And Runtime, that was my first crush. Fun fact, my first crush
Was a cat from Broadway?
cat from Broadway.
That's creepy.
It's not.
That's creepy.
He had leather pants
He did have
and his hips didn't lie. Oh baby. Rum Tum.
He was
Tum.
actually very sexualized.
It wasn't McCavity, it was Rum Tum Tum.
Oh, was it Rum Tum?
I think he's a curious cat. If I wanna be
Oh, he was like the rock and roll cat?
Yeah. And he had like spikes on his. You can't fault me for that. He was hot. He was a hottie.
Cat.
He
That was a
could
hot
dance.
cat.
He had high kicks.
All men in Broadway have high kicks.
Yeah, but he was also, again, the leather pants, I think, is what got me.
Count past his leather
Oh,
pants.
man. Yeah, first crush. Count it. I don't know if I should be proud of that one.
I can smell the carrot cake.
I know. Should I go check on it? I'm gonna go check on it.
Okay.
Because we had the second layer. Second layer coming up. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Ding! Cake's ready.